Welcome back to Friday 13th YouTube channel. Today we're talking about a new release by the band N.W.O.B.H.M, who have just released their new album on Century Media Records on the 17th of March. It's called Outsider. Now, N.W.O.B.H.M were formed back in 2011 by bassist and vocalist Jarvis Leatherby and guitarist Brent Woodard. In 2013, the band would release their first 7-inch EP, which was only limited to 500 copies. In the same year of 2013, this would also be released on CD by Shadow Kingdom Records, with former drummer John Crea. Now, with the success of the EP, the band was soon picked up by Century Media Records and Steamhammer, and the band released their debut album, which was called Curse of the Damned, which was released in 2015. And this album received some fantastic airplay on the radio stations. This band have kind of got a new wave of British heavy metal vibe to them, like your Angel Witches, your Diamond Heads, your Ravens, your Judas Priest and your Saxons. So they're definitely influenced by the new wave of British heavy metal. Now, the band had some pretty much successful tours, and they did some really good ones. They did some tours with Carcass, Crowbar. They also played some really cool festivals like the Ozfest and Rock Hard Festival, along with Summer Breeze and other great festivals. And so the current lineup for this band, they're a trio band if you didn't know. We've got Jarvis on bass guitar and vocals, we've got Dusty on their Squires on drums, and we've also got Armand John Anthony on guitar. So this is the current lineup. And as I said, the band had released their first debut album called Curse of the Damned in 2015. The band also was followed up by the album Darkness Remains, which was released in 2017 on Century Media and Steamhammer, and Live Darkness, which is a double live album, which is a really cool album. If you haven't got it, you need to get this one. It's really good, folks. And the band's last album, Year of the Demon, which was released in 2022. Now, the new album contains 9 songs. It's a really, really good album. Like I said, if you're a new wave of British heavy metal fan, this is one for you. Now, I really like the album cover. You're going to see a picture of this as I'm talking to you about the album review. It kind of reminds me of Pet Sematary or a King Diamond or Mess of Fate cover. It's got a church on top of a hill with green lights coming out of it, and you've got a graveyard, and you've got this guy walking down a path with a hand glowing out of it. So it's a really cool cover. It's interesting. It's very spiritualist cover, but it's cool. Let me know what you think of the cover, guys. Leave some comments. So the album comes with 9 songs. I'm going to tell you what the songs are. We've got Prelude, we've got Outsider, we have Obsidian, Beyond the Grave, Rebirth, Escape from Beyond, Awake, The Wrath, and The Last Day, which is a bonus song. Now, if you look at the album cover, I've just been looking at the liner notes. Jarvis, the singer and bassist, is talking about supernatural events and also mysterious portals, which is kind of true, because if you look at the album cover, you can kind of sense what the lyrics are going to be about. It's a really interesting subject. Opening track for the album is called Prelude, which is just an intro for the album. Then we've got Opens go straight into the title track, Outsider. This is really a cult classic new wave of British heavy metal vibe song. Kind of reminds me a bit of Tigers of Pantang. It also reminds me of a Canadian band called Striker. Now, Striker have that vibe of the new wave of British heavy metal. So you kind of got a modern power metal vibe there, but a lot of old school mixed together. Outsider, it's a really good song. Now, the next song's called Obsidian. I really like this song. It kind of reminds me of Hurley Hellstar, kind of reminds of War album. It's a really good vibe here. It's got that American feel to it, but it's still, like I said, it's still got a new wave of British heavy metal, but this is more of a power metal song. This song kind of reminds me at the beginning also of a band called Omen, kind of like the Warn and the Danger era, or maybe Battle Cry. Now, this song also has a vibe of Merciful Fate, as well as English band Angel Witch. It's a really good combination. It really works well with the Hellstar and the Omen, so you've got the European, UK and the American vibe in this song. The next song is called Beyond the Grave. This is kind of like a semi-ballad. It definitely reminds me of Angel Witch. The next song is called Rebirth. This certainly reminds me of Diamond Head. Maybe the early Diamond Head with the current Diamond Head. So it's definitely got that Diamond Head vibe to it. Great song. It's called Rebirth. Next song is called Escape from Beyond. This kind of reminds me a little bit of the early Iron Maiden. Just the sort of era when Bruce Dickinson joined the band. Maybe a little bit of Paul Di'Anno, but it's definitely got a vibe of early Iron Maiden. It's called Escape from Beyond. So there's a little rundown of the album. So you get the vibe. You've got the King Diamond, you've got the Diamond Head, you've got the Angel Witch, you've got a little bit of American influences like Hellstar and Omen. It's a really good album, so you've got a combination of US metal, UK new wave of British heavy metal, and the European vibe. It's a great album. If you like the band's previous albums, you'll know just how good they are. You'll know what they're all about. They've definitely got the new wave of British heavy metal in there. So check out the new album. It's called Outsider, and it's released on Century Media Records. So I'm going to give this album 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching, metalheads. Be safe.